All right, this last example is going to be a rational function that we'll solve for, and we'll get extraneous solutions. So although I'm giving it away, I just really want you to see how it works. So when you have this rational equation, the first step, of course, is to get a common denominator between all of the denominators. So you note that these are factored, but x squared minus 16 factors down to x plus 4 and x minus 4, which means my LCD is just that, x plus 4 and x minus 4. And the reason being, of course, is because x plus 4 is common between those two, x minus 4 is common between those two, and that covers all of the denominators. So I'm going to take the first term, 6x squared, times the entire LCD, and then that's all over the same thing, which you probably note. And I'll cancel in a little bit here. 3x times the LCD, and that's all over x plus 4, equals 4 times the LCD, and that's over x minus 4. And now I'll go ahead and cancel. Of course, these all cancel. X plus 4 cancels, and x minus 4 cancels, and I'm going to rewrite that because that looks pretty messy to me. So I have 6x squared minus 3x times x minus 4 equals 4 times x plus 4. And at this point, you know, it becomes basic algebra. So go ahead and do it along with me if you want. Just distributing stuff through, right? You should know how to do this, no problem. Combining like terms, you get 3x squared plus 12x equals 4x plus 16. And then I'm going to scoot this down. So then I'm just going to get my like terms together. So I'm going to subtract 4x over and subtract 16 and get it set equal to 0. And then you're looking for, you know, factor or use the quadratic formula, whichever you prefer. So factors of 3x squared are 3x and x. Factors of 16, I'm going to go minus 4 and plus 4. And check it, of course. This is 3x squared plus 12 minus 4 is positive 8, and that's going to be minus 16, so it does work. And solving these, I get x equals 4/3 and x equals negative 4. Now, I know I went through that part a little quickly, but I'm assuming that none of that is new or challenging at this point for you. But what you need to do, of course, is check your answers and make sure that you check both of these answers in the original equation. Okay, so if I go back up here, and I'm really just going to stress the negative 4. If you take a look at negative 4, negative 4 plus 4 cancels out to 0, and you cannot divide by 0. So I know for sure that that's extraneous. Now my other solution, I'm going to cross this one out because it was extraneous, right? And my other solution of 4/3, again, really, as long as I know I did my algebra correctly, which obviously I did, I know that 4/3 is only going to be incorrect if it makes any of these denominators 0, which it's not going to do. So that's really what you need to check in terms of extraneous solutions, is you don't want your denominator to equal 0. But I highly recommend for you all to check your answers regardless. It's a little tedious, obviously, with problems like this to check, but at least you know if you're doing something right or wrong. And that's what an extraneous solution is.